Welcome back, chimps, to another episode of Guitar Chimp Television. So we've got an update on the current tube shortage situation, and it's a good one. There's still going to be price increases, and it's still going to be difficult to get tubes, but hey, at least a little bit of good news, better than bad news. Yesterday, Electro-Harmonix issued a statement saying that they are going to resume shipping and making tubes in April. I'll read you the exact statement. The situation preventing the importing of Russian vacuum tubes has been resolved from now. As a result, we are accepting new orders, processing back orders, and hoping to resume shipping in April 2022. Considering the various economic pressures mentioned in our last announcement, we will be forced to raise our wholesale prices on these tubes. This price increase, which will be announced separately, will apply to all new orders and back orders. Also, there will likely be a further price increase imposed on shipments received after the US government, following Canada's lead of imposing 35% tariffs, implements its own heightened tariffs. You can cancel any back orders if you wish, but we do not recommend this as there is a tremendous shortage of tubes. Very interesting. It's a little bit of good news. It's, they're basically saying that they're going to increase prices still, and tubes are still going to be difficult to get a hold of. But hey, at least Electro-Harmonix is going to be shipping tubes in some capacity and making them. So what are my thoughts on all this? Okay, so we've got JJ back ordered 6 months plus at least. And Electro-Harmonix is going to be shipping back orders in April, hopefully. I think we've seen a little bit of panic buying in the last week or so. And with Electro-Harmonix announcing that they're going to be increasing prices, might not be a bad time to stock up before prices do go up. And I do think others are going to think like-minded. In light of current world events, it's really hard to predict what could happen in the future, especially when it comes to trade. As I said before, I wouldn't go crazy, as you don't want to be the person left with all the hand sanitizer and toilet paper in your garage, but it might not be a bad idea to go out and buy an extra set of tubes for when your tubes do go out. You don't have to worry as much about trying to get those sets of tubes. I've had a lot of people comment on the last video that we made on this, wondering why we're not seeing boutique tube makers and more tube making companies in the United States. I think the reason for this is, looks like there's a lot of startup costs that goes into making tubes. There's also a number of environmental restrictions that go along with it, which makes sense that it's pretty difficult for people to, just make boutique tubes similar to how you would see a boutique pickup maker just going out and getting a pickup winder and being able to wind pickups. It's not exactly the same. So it looks like 2022 is definitely going to be a rough year, at least for tubes. Hopefully we'll start to see this even out a little bit. I do think this is going to affect manufacturers, as they're just not going to be able to order tubes for the amps that they have, so they're probably going to start, they already have been gearing up for less tubes. This is only going to further fast forward that. As I said before, I don't believe it's going to be an immediate thing. It's definitely going to be maybe a slow, medium-paced lean towards that direction, but we're already headed there. That's all the news I have on tubes for today. If you like what I had to say, hit the like button. If you don't like what I had to say, hit the dislike button. Leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, or don't do anything. I don't care.